Good morning, students. I would like to ask, are you enjoying your Zoom classes? If you are enjoying your Zoom classes, so please show me your hand. I would like to know, are you enjoying this? Yes. Okay, you are enjoying, it's good. So, although KK sir has discussed about the in-text question answers of our environment, but today we are going to start it fresh. So, I will discuss in-text question answer as well as main exercise, and I will try to just finish all the question answers, just see how much time we are going to get for that. Today I will start with the in-text question answer. The sequence may be different. Open your NCERT books, please, if you are having. I'm telling you right in the starting, the sequence of the question may be different because I'm not having the NCERT with me and I'm using another book. So some questions of the in-text question answers may be different in their sequence. So we will discuss the question answer. First question answer in-text question is, why are some substances biodegradable and some non-biodegradable? So do you know question 1? What are biodegradable substances? Biodegradable substances are those substances which can be decomposed by microorganisms, bacteria, or saprophytes. So they are known as biodegradable substance and non-biodegradable, which can't be decomposed, which cannot be decomposed by the microorganism or saprophytes. So some substances are biodegradable and some are non-biodegradable. So what you will write in your answer, those substances which can be decomposed by the microorganism, they are considered as biodegradable. Some are biodegradable because they can be decomposed, and other are non-biodegradable because they cannot be decomposed, they cannot be broken down into simpler form. So that's why some substance, what are the example of paper, wood, clothes, they can be decomposed. And non-biodegradable, petrol, pesticides, they cannot be decomposed. So those which cannot be decomposed, they are falling in the category of non-biodegradable, and those which can be decomposed, they are going to fall in non-biodegradable. Now the question number 2. Give any 2 ways in which biodegradable substance would affect the environment. So how the biodegradable substance are going to affect the environment? Biodegradable substance can be decomposed, as we have discussed, they can be decomposed into simpler forms. So number 1, they can be used for making or for preparing the compost. Biodegradable substance can be used for preparing the compost. In this way, they can affect the environment. Number 2, as they are going to provide you, they are converting the complex material into simpler form, and in this way they are giving back the plain or the basic nutrient to the air, water and soil. So these are the 2 methods by which biodegradable can affect the environment. They can be used for preparing compost, they are going to environment clean, they help in the cleaning of the environment, prevent soil or air pollution, and they are going to give back the nutrients back into the nature. Now we will discuss question number 3. This is a very easy chapter as far as my opinion is concerned. So if you are going to listen to me carefully, you need not to learn these question answers, because biodegradable substances, non-biodegradable substances, you have gone through already in class 8 also. Now the question number 3. Give any 2 ways in which non-biodegradable substance would affect the environment. So how the non-biodegradable substances are going to affect the environment? non-biodegradable. Biodegradable can, if they are not going to be decomposed, they will remain in our environment. So they may enter in the food chain. Please, all the students are supposed to off their videos, otherwise network issue will be there. Then you will say, ma'am, हमें दिखाई नहीं दिया था, हमें सुना ही नहीं दिया. So please off your videos immediately, all of you. So non-biodegradable substances, they may enter in food chain. So when they will enter in the food chain, you know that the insecticides, pesticides, they are the examples of non-biodegradable substance. And they will enter in the food chain. They will be responsible for biological magnification. What is biological magnification? That is the increase in the amount of insecticides and pesticides in a food chain. So number one, non-biodegradable substance may affect by entering into the food chain. Number two, if they will remain in the environment, they may cause air pollution, soil pollution, or water pollution. Have you seen sewer drains are going to be choked? Plastic bags, poly bags, plastic bags, and other substances you are finding every day. हापुड़ में आप देखो नालों की सफाई हो रही है. Lot of plastic bags which are non-biodegradable, they are taking it out from the drains and the sewer system. Animals, when you are putting the garbage in the plastic bag and you are putting on the road or in the open place, the animals are going to eat these bags along with that food or the vegetable peels. So they may cause the death of animals also. So only two ways are asked, but now I'm telling you, in many ways they are going to affect our environment. They may enter in the food chain, so they may be responsible for biological magnification. They may cause air pollution, soil pollution, or water pollution. They may cause the death of animals because they are eating, they are going to choke the sewer system or the drainage system of the city, or wherever you are living, not in the city, even in the villages, it is going to choke the sewer system or the drainage system. I'm going to draw a food chain. What is food chain? Who eat whom? So if I'm simply writing grass, process of who eat whom, कौन किसको खाता है. So this is a simple food chain. Now the question is, what are trophic levels? So you know, as I have discussed with you, that in a food chain the flow of energy takes place. Flow of energy according to the 10% law of energy, at from every step the energy is going to be transferred. So every step, what are trophic level? Every step of the food chain from where the transfer of energy takes place, they are called trophic levels. So this is first trophic level. Trophic level producers, they are producers, then consumer, and topmost consumer. Primary consumer and topmost consumer. So producers are going to form first trophic level, goat is going to form second trophic level, and loin is going to form third trophic level, because energy from the grass is going to be transferred to the goat. From the goat it is going to be transferred to the loin. So in this food chain, which one is first trophic level? As you can see, in this food chain, the grass is going to be considered as trophic level 1, goat is going to be considered as trophic level 2, and loin is going to act as trophic level 3 or the topmost consumer. So these, what are trophic levels? The level of the food chain or each step in the food chain from where the energy transfer, or from goat to loin. So they are known as trophic levels. Next question. In the ecosystem, role of decomposers. Is bacteria. They are going to decompose the dead remains of plants, animals, whatever it may be, agricultural waste, or decomposer. Saprophytes. Saprophytes, those who are going to get their food from dead and decaying matter. Most common example, mushroom. कहाँ देखिए मशरूम उगते हुए? वो going to get mushroom there because they are going to get their food from dead and decaying matter. So they are also going to act as a decomposer. So what is their role? Convert the complex material into simpler form. Complex into simple form. So complex food materials or the substance can be decomposed for the new. They are going to provide space for the new living organism. When the room will be empty, if there are 50 students in a class and there is no space, if some student will going to be decomposed by the bacteria or by the saprophytes, then only the new beings or new living organisms are how? Because they are breaking the complex material into simpler form. Suppose when the plant is going to die, it is going to be decomposed into simpler form. After the decomposition, you are going to get carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. They are going to leave. Again, these, when they convert into simpler form, they may go into the air or water or into the soil. So decomposers are having a very vital role. Many times 3 marks question is coming on this topic, what is the role of decomposer? So it is very, very important from the point of view of your examination. Please write down in your rough notebook or just mention it on your book that papers are concerned. Decomposers are having a very, very vital role. If decomposers will not be there, if the you can say अगर आपके घर में sweepers नहीं आएगी या जो कूड़ा ले जाते हैं वो नहीं आएंगे, तो what will happen to your house? You ultimately after some time your house will be full with the garbage. Similarly, if the decomposers, you can consider the decomposers here as sweepers or the collectors of the garbage who are going to collect the garbage. अगर वो garbage नहीं ले जाएंगे, आपके पूरे घर में कूड़ा कूड़ा हो जाएगा. Similarly, if decomposers will not be there, so this earth is going to be filled with garbage and rotten material. Next question. So it is very essential, though they you cannot see them in a sphere. Yes. What is ozone and how does it affect ecosystem? So it is ozone. Ozone, you all know, formula is O3. Connectivity problem. So when we are dependent upon the net, we are going to face some problems, but these problems are not very big if we are interacting directly with each other. So these small problems for few seconds revise again how the ozone is going to be formed. Quite harmful. प्री मैच्योर एजिंग का मतलब है कि समय से पहले चेहरे पर रिंकल्स आ जाना. इट मे कॉज कैटरैक्ट. कैटरैक्ट मींस व्हेन इसे हिंदी में कहते हैं मोतियाबिंद. इन ओल्डर पीपल यू आर गोइंग टू हैव दिस they are covering their face. Why they are covering their face? Just to prevent themselves from the sunburn. आपने देखा है, आप भी ऐसे करती हैं, लंबे लंबे ग्लास पूरे पहन लिया हाथों पे, पूरा मुंह कवर, सर कवर, just to lockdown, when there is no automobile, train, planes, everything is at rest. So this ozone hole is going to repair itself. It is repairing itself because which are responsible for depletion of ozone layer, they are going to be, they are reducing in number, reducing in amount. That's why they are protecting the environment. Next. Next question is, how can you help in reducing the problem of waste disposal? Give disposal. Two methods. Two methods of waste disposal we will discuss. So there are two kind of waste. Every time you will find this word, biodegradable. All the waste which we are producing are biodegradable. Sabji ke chilke, all the peels of vegetables, remains of plants, animals, cake, pastry, chapatis, dal, all the perishable food items, they are biodegradable. And non-biodegradable waste which we are producing is plastic, insecticides, pesticides, etc. So many non-biodegradable, out of which plastic, insecticides, and pesticides, they are main. So how we are going to manage? How can we manage the disposal of waste material? Question: biodegradable waste. How you can manage the biodegradable waste? How you can do? Biodegradable waste can be converted into compost. Number one, the most important thing. They can be decomposed. They can be converted into compost. Clear? And so they may be used as a landfill. What is landfill? जहाँ पे जगह नीचे होती है, हम वहां पर सारा वेस्ट मटेरियल डालते जाते हैं on non biodegradable waste, and it is good. Many kind of the plastics, they can be mixed with the coal tar and they can be converted, they can be used for preparing the roads. Okay, so these all are the in-text questions. NCERT main question answers. If we will not be able to finish it today, we will discuss it the next period. So three questions are there. They can be decomposed. Yes. So this is first group. Brass, wood, and plastic. Plastic cannot be decomposed. It is so. This is not the food chain. So group 3 or C is also biodegradable chain. Cake, wood, and grass, they are also biodegradable substances, so they can be decomposed. So MCQ number food chain means who eat whom. So grass, wheat, mango. No, this is not a food chain. Grass, goat, and human. Yes, grass. The goat is going to eat grass. Which of the following are environmental friendly practices? Those practices which are going to help to conserve your environment. Number one, carry a cloth bag to put the purchase while shopping. Yes. Friendly. Third, walking to school instead of getting your mother to drop you on her scooter. It is also right. So the option will be all the above. All the above I think 4 or 5 questions of this main exercise are left. I will try to take one more question. If questions will left, then we will discuss in the next period. What will happen if we will kill all the organisms in one trophic level? Grass, then goat, then lawn. What will happen if you will remove one trophic? First trophic level. This is trophic level number 1. Trophic level number 2 and trophic level number 3. So if I will remove grass from this food chain, what die, because if they are not, they are dependent upon grass for their survival, for getting the energy. If no grass will be there, what will happen to the goat? The goat will die. So is it okay? This is case number 1. If we are removing the grass. Now case number 2. If we are going to remove the goat, and this is third trophic level. So if we will remove this trophic level, में से हमने goat die, what will happen? The number of grass or member will decrease in this level. So if you will remove goat, the number in the previous trophic level, number of the organism or producers or plants will decrease. So whenever you are going to remove any trophic level, it is going to affect the previous one as well as the next one. Is it okay? Next question I will take. Next one is, what is biological magnification? Will the level of this magnification be different at different levels of the ecosystem? So what is biological magnification? Biological magnification. We have discussed what is biological magnification. When the amount of insecticides or non magnification. For example, grass, if it is going to be eaten by frog, frog may be eaten up by snake, and snake will be eaten up by the eagle. Insecticides, pesticides, they are non-biodegradable. They seep into the soil, and when the water, grass is going to take the water, these insecticides and pesticides enters in our food. Two units of mu of insecticide. One is here, mu. So two plants having 1 plus 1, two plants having plus plants, then what will be the level 2? Insecticides, 2 units will be there in this frog. There 1 unit in first and 1 unit in second, but when they will be consumed by the frog, consume at least 2 frogs, then 1 frog contain 2 units, here 4 units. The amount of insecticides and pesticide in a snake will be 4 units. Snakes, then it will be 8 units. Okay, so this will be my last question. So 1 when it is going to consume 2 grass will become 4. And if the bird is going to consume 2 snakes, then it will be 8. So amount of insecticides and pesticides kept on increasing in a food chain. This is called biological. Central